Jed, have a good look. Thanks a lot, I hope your day was good. Or is good. Thanks a lot for the look. Appreciate it. I feel like a notification is not going through. Ah, damn it. It's fine though, it's fine. Welcome on in. I just noticed that we are at 50 subs. Round numbers, that's pretty cool. I didn't know. So I guess the latest gifted subs from my explosion yesterday pushed us to 50 subs. That's neat. I didn't know. Stony? Womp womps indeeds. By the way, I do remember, Stony, that you said 6 days ago? I would say 6 streams ago. You said that my stream is the quietest of all of the streams that you're watching. Was that you, or was that someone else? I feel like it's you. I'm not sure. Beige, hi. Welcome on in. Morning, really? Kane, hi. Welcome on in. How are you, Beige? How are you, Stony? That was you? Yes. I mean, I can bump the gain on my mic. That's true. The thing is, I mean, I can, as I said, I can bump the gain, but then I could potentially peak a bit. I don't know. Like right now, I don't know if I'm peaking or not. At least on OBS, I'm peaking more than before. Is that louder than previously, or is it not? Am I like too loud compared to the music? Right? Is that something different? I don't know. Okay, good. So I think I'm now at 60% gain 60% gain as in mic settings. I can bump it to here, but that seems very, very loud. I don't like this. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like I'm red if things are going through a bit louder, right? I'm not whispering most of the time. That's also the thing, right? Sometimes I'm like louder than expected. What do you mean raise your voice? If I raise my voice, like right now, I'm in the red, but it's not. I don't want to shout. I have neighbors. Maybe, as I said, maybe in Japan I would have the ability to just put the mic in a higher gain and speak more quietly because I would have neighbors. In which case, right, we can be here and still be, or here you will hear me louder, and then sometimes I will just break your ears when I'm, I don't know, laughing. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I could do that, but also that seems very counterintuitive to me. It's not a placement for these types of mic, and I don't know. I can. It's an option. I just like to have it lower, or liked to have it lower. But yeah, how's the, you see, I'm pushing it down every time. It's like too close to my face. I think the next I think I get it. I mean, it shouldn't. This specific mic is supposed to have a limited to not peak and crack, but we never know, right? The beige. That's what I'm thinking. The next mic that I will have, it will probably be like one of the pointy pencil mic dynamic thing that are just in front of me or in front of the camera placement, I guess, or maybe they will be like aligned with the Dragonflies. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? How have you been? Yeah, shotgun mics. Maybe just align it to the display that I will be the most likely to look at most of the time. The thing that I don't like with this is if it was like directed to the Mac, every time I would turn, you will just have the side thing, so you will hear me lower. That's why I like this, but also complicated. Sound is complicated. We know that. We know that. Anyways, well, come on in. There. I am French. Yes, extremely French. Most of the time, extremely French. But on stream, less French. Are you French too? I don't think you are French too. Does she have the accent? Like, is Mind Explosion? Hi. I need to thank you for yesterday's subs again, because as I said earlier, we are now at 50 subs, which is closer to the goal that we have of 69, of course. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. No accent, but speak French. That is a good French right there. That is a good French right there. Very much, and that music is just not what we want. Perfect. You want to keep it? Okay, good. I was about to click on beige mic thingy. Right here. Yes, I have one of, not exactly these ones, but yes, I have a similar mic available that can be plugged directly into the camera, and then from that, right, what is the name? It's the Rode. There is a H somewhere. No, it's the Rode Video Mic Pro. Right, that's no, it's not the Pro. It's the Micro. Hehe. Yes, that's the one that I have. Damn it, that's a long ass. What did I remind you of? Kane, please tell me. But yeah, I have this one for the camera, and so for the camera it would be interesting. That's good. Even Twitch said you speak French with a very bad accent, or English with a very French accent. You need to stop. Let's stop that. Yes, but this is Dragonflies. This is very expensive. Yeah. Yes, this is very expensive compared to this one that is like $55. We don't have the filter yet. um, yeah, I know. But the thing that I don't like, specifically the thing that I don't like with that is I need an interface to make it not, I mean, to make the computer understand that it's an XLR mic and it goes through something. Whereas this shit, I can just plug it in without having to think about it. I just need a port. So in the Mac, right, no ports. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, I agree. At some point, I think I will probably get like an XLR thing or a different setup with a different mic than this one, but for now it's a bit too soon. I think this mic is good enough, right? You can hear me, I can do things. But yeah, I think the interface makes a lot of difference, as in a cheap interface may not give you the best results, and an extremely expensive one may not be the best result either, right? If you don't know how to use it, so a middle ground could be good. As always, right? I'm biased. Like I can't, right? I'm biased on the Elgato one because of the software that goes with it. Like I'm very interested in this thing because it's a 117. It's simple as fuck, and it seems to do the thing that I want to do easily. And then software is what I need. So, right, overall I like that, but right, it could. I love that thing, mute button at the top, which is the same thing as the button that is right there. But yeah, nah, so I'm looking at this one. I think yes, I think it's okay. It's not the most powerful. I think it needs like a for the Shure SM7B is like it need a bit more, but I don't know. I just like the convenience on this thing, right? That's my main point. It's just the convenience of the software. That's the thing. I just basically need these type of things, specifically if I'm streaming from a Mac in the next months. So, right, because Mac streaming is trash, I need that to go through. So, yeah, I don't know. Also very biased, and it's very expensive, right? But you said the Ogent Evo what? Evo 4? You said? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen this one. I was looking at this one before the Elgato one came out, because it was as simple as it needs to be, right? It doesn't need to have more shit than this, and you just have a fucking knob and it looks good. And I know most people would Dragonflies. Most people would, but convenience and Mac streaming. Think about that. That's the two thing. Convenience is, I think the Evo would be extremely convenient in terms of how things work. However, it's not the support that is annoying. It's how macOS is handling sound and audio in general. It's trash. And so if you don't have something similar to the Wavelink software, something like this, right? I mean, a routing option that just gives you option like this, Yeah, but Voicemeeter is trash compared to this. Like, this is simple. This is the easiest thing that you can do. Voicemeeter limits you to a certain amount of inputs, but this is just convenient, right? You specifically on the Mac, right? You say the version that is on the Mac is just you select the software that you want to capture rather than you define the input source, because it's really trashly made on Mac OS. It's just how they defined it. It's just not good. I hate it. But it's better, and you can easily have your things routed properly. And so I wish they would, if they just released, or if there was a software that was free or paid as simple as the Elgato Wavelink software, I would probably get rid of the Elgato's things in general, but there is none right now that does. I mean, there is the Steel series Sonar, I think that's the right, this shit that is very similar, but I think it's Windows only, sadly. It is free, that's good. But yeah, the other one that I'm looking at is the Beacon Mix Create, which similar but also, right, I like it because it looks cool. Also, it is basically like a Stream Deck Plus, and the software is good and simple, but it's also expensive. So I don't know. I am right now we're good, right? Right now that mic works. It will plug onto the Mac. It will be fine. So until I decide to finally move on and buy like a more expensive or more professional mic, then I'm stuck with this. I was also thinking about the fact that when streaming from the Mac, I will probably not have the ability to have noise suppression enable, and that pisses me off. I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know how to get noise suppression as good as the NVIDIA broadcast noise suppression level. Like, it's just not a thing. I mean, I bought a software or a VST plugin to do that, but it doesn't work with OBS Mac. I mean, it's supposed to work with OBS Mac, but it doesn't really work with OBS Mac, which is annoying. I need to check it out with OBS 28, but very, very complicated. I mean, there is so much shit that I need to test out, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Dragonflix, I agree. How was the on your end? How was the website? Dog sitting website, right? That was you. I feel like dog sitting website and app. I think that was you. Sassy, hi. Welcome on in. Good times unto you too. How was your morning? Have a good sleep, Beige. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Let's hear the hi. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? Or how is your day going? Yeah, I mean, right now, like, we have the noise suppression enable. It might not exactly be it's not triggered immediately. Beige, that's a loaded question. Depends on the content and the context and your channel lifespan. lifespan, age, channel age, how much people watch it. If they watch it for you, you put yourself in the thumbnail, you usually go with an outline of your fucking self. And then that's it, right? This bitch ass thing right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right? You see the theme, that's the current. that's for me for holy. Right, this if your face is used, is that's the best thing. However, if your face is never used or not seen on video, right, that can work. You send twice the same link, beige. I think your font is not readable enough. Come in, Jelly. Hi, welcome on in. What do you mean, am I a fucking ninja on YouTube? Right here, because of that thing right there? No, it's the VOD thing. It's the fact that I have the VOD band-aid on top of my profile picture. Is that what you talking about? But yeah, the text here might be better if it's bigger. And then these are the Figma thing, so that's interesting to me. You also, like the face, the expression that you have on your face is not friendly. Which, fine, but it would be more or harder for someone to click on something that is not friendly, right? The best example that I have is the Tailwind 3.0 video thingy. Like this bitch ass thing, like why? How? Who said that was the best option for a thumbnail, right? We click on it because we have to know what's new on the 3.1 like thing, but it this is bullshit. So yeah, something like this could work if you do like a friendly face, and then as I always say, right, the outline of yourself in white, like these stickers that you use, will make it easier for anyone to to understand. So if you want to do that in the in Figma directly, I think let me check on your thing. It might work. I'm unsure. I need to check with your thing right here. Please load. Thank you. I feel like yes. If you do, it might not work. If you do a shadow in white, probably somewhere 0 here, and can you? No, you can't spread it. You can make it bigger and make it 100%, right? Easily get like an outline of yourself inside of Figma in 3 seconds, but that's not the best option. I'd say you could do that. It's a bit of a weird way of doing it, but you can do like a sharp shadow at like 4, and then you duplicate it. You do this one as -4, so it goes to the other side, and then you duplicate it again, and you do that at 0 here and -4 in Y, and then you get like a a fake outline. It's a bit of a weird method, but it works if the image that you have is good quality-ish. That gives you like a simple outline without really having to think about it. So it's just three shadows at like 0, -4, and then 4, and 4, 0, and -4, 0. In white 100%, that gives you this. You can always make it like a 1-point blur to be a bit more or a bit less rough, right, around these things. But I would say that's the easiest way of applying an outline to PNG. It works. That's what I will say. It works. So it's not the best, but it does the job. So we're good with that. But yeah, like outlining yourself similarly to everything else on the page, and then you said that beige wasn't really your color. So maybe don't use beige as background if it's not your thing. But right, you do whatever. I wouldn't recommend, if beige is not your stuff, I wouldn't recommend that. And Commander Jelly, how are you? And Ashuda, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm tired. I had like a lot of meetings this week. Thank you for asking. Sorry for answering so late. Yeah. Well, no style is good, and it's called brutalism. We talked about it before. Right? The brutalist, which is the one of the trend that we have, is basically a no style where the amount of effort that you put in is not even design friendly, right? This is a very brutalist website. That's it. You have link, and every time that you harvest something, it just turns blue. That is brutalist. So you could get yourself or define that your style is brutalist, and you just have a splattered thing on top of your thing. On your thumbnail, I would say if that's the case, most of your images shouldn't have any rotation. That would be easier for brutalist methods, and you just splat things on the page, right? So you're in the center, and then you have this. Just make it standard, one line. Maybe you make that font bigger, but even then, can't stop pressing the spacebar. Even then, right? It's an okay brutalist thing. It could be a thing. To be frank, it could be something that works because it's so unpolished that it is polished, right? That's the goal of these things. A lot of them now are extremely try hard brutalist websites, where in reality, like, this is a brutalist website. It just has like nothing. Even the background is not brutalist. Even I don't even. Yeah, no, you can see that, right? There is like a gradient here. You have text, and you have that bitch ass thing that is, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's a good representation of a brutalist website. You just have links in hover, and even then there is too much CSS going on, so it's weird. So if you want inspiration on how to do these type of things, or take a look at the creation of brutalist websites, take a look at this thing. Make sure that every time that you see an image, you go away, because it's not anymore a brutalist website, to be frank. But shit like this, right? This is like the least amount of CSS. I would suggest something that works for you. That's what I would suggest. And so your stream specifically, I don't know the content of the video that you want to have, right? But your stream on its own is a polished, unpolished type of stream where we have you in a green screen, which already give me, but that's a personal thing, and I told you that already, give me like a polished and polished type of vibe, because it just means that you don't want to show your background. So, I mean, all your background is not interesting enough anyways. So it's also a building thing, and you are showcasing something that is happening, like right on this one is happening on OBS. So OBS is, specifically if you're on OBS 27, I would say it's a brutalist app anyway, so you could go with something very straightforward and very simple. I said, you said, do you have any reliable or good neo-brutalism website other than Figma and Gumroad? So these are not neo, it's neo, it's similar. Figma and Gumroad are good as example, but if you're designing with or for neo-brutalism, then retromorphism is an interesting one that we created. You can find it here if you want to, but the ads are killing the player every time. That's interesting. Interesting. That's a Twitch issue though. It's not a me issue. But yeah, and 2B names. So 2B name and retromorphism are two very interesting style guide if you want to get inspiration on that thing. But if you're already deep in the design process, then probably not really interesting. But I guess we shared an article about it some time ago. That shit right there, but also yeah, we had a good discussion about it. we had a good discussion about it. And I guess this one will probably have other links that yeah, probably have suggestions in there. But right, if you take a look, so Beige, if you take a look at this article as well, you have Figma as an example in here, of course. If you can get some inspiration from that, maybe do that. Overall, as I'm saying, it's interesting. It can work. It can work. I don't know if I will. If it's a brutalist vibe that you want, that we want to go with, then maybe the sad face, not so expressive face could work. I don't like it, but it could work, as in, what the fuck is that shit? And then people click on it. But yeah. I mean, if you think about it, right? I'm not using anything in terms of defining the thumbnails on my videos. I don't give a shit. Mostly because they are VODs, so I don't give a shit. But YouTube on itself is just picking a thing, and usually it either has my face on display with an expression that is every time makes me laugh, or me on the chair pointing at something trying to sneeze, right? This bitch ass thing trying to sneeze in the center of the fucking frame, right? And I don't control it. I don't give a shit. So my idea with these is just people will arrive on the feed, they see that bitch ass guy with one eye closed and saying, what the fuck is that shit? And they click on it. I don't know. I don't know. I had one video that was shared on the front page yesterday, I think, that had like 45 views. I don't know where they came from, but 45 views is cool for me. Regularly we get like 5 views, right? That's the number that we get. 2 views, 5 views, regular things. So these types of thumbnails, right? I don't control them. I don't give a shit. It's just like YouTube decide for me. And there's a lot of fucks, as expected. I don't know. Goofy, hi, welcome on in. So if brutalism is not really you, what could you, may you define as more you? What do I have? Subtember 16 here and Subtember 15 that don't have the same. Oh, it's because this one is in dark mode. Interesting. Really, really weird. What do you mean motion preview? So neo-brutalism is a good polished thing, or neo-brutalism depending on where you're from and how you call it. It's basically the same shit, but so I'm talking UI. So Neue as in Neue, German new. I never know if it's in one word or in 2 words, it depends. But these are the... Fuck off. These are the styles overall. The main... Basically my fuck thing is in the brutalism style. The real differentiation with everything else is, rather than having an outline that is white, it has an outline that is black. Basically. And then it doesn't really have shadows, but it has hard shadows. And when I'm saying hard shadows, it is basically these things. Can I access the official web store so I can zoom in on that thing? Right, these shadows right here. These are the neo-brutalism shadows, but as you can see, it is a very minimal overall design with black outlines. That's it. So by using that in your thumbnail, you can easily put yourself with a black outline on a white background, which right now you have a beige background, which makes sense with the name that you have. I guess on YouTube you also have beige, I'm not sure, but if that's the case, then that's good. But just like black outline around you, try to make this one black outline as well. It could be interesting, maybe thinner. And then the text could go as a button type thing, and so you get like a bit of an underline underneath drop shadow thing to give you. This is bullshit. I don't give a shit about that. It just to give you how to do that, even though I guess you already know, but we do that a bit better though. Just get that thing rounded as much as you want, and then you add an effect, and the effect is just, rather than having a blur at 4, you have a blur at 0, and the color is 100%, and then you take that same color and you use it as a stroke. And ta-da, neobrutalism. That's it. It's nothing more. Maybe that button is red. I don't know. And that's a neobrutalism button. That's it. No more thinking. So it's a very easy thing. So right now you had you said one take, right? That's the text that you have on top of. Yeah, one take. So if I do this, and then I auto layout it, do 24 and an 8, and that being black and black. And ta-da, you have your thing. So then maybe you can potentially just say, oh, you know what, let's do that. It works. Remember as well, that's a thing that we have seen in terms of humans. Weird things, humans. Very weird. Right? If you get this, the one that stands out is the one that is not aligned. Because humans and our eyes are just like pinpointing the thing that just stands out. So if you have things, that are not straight on thumbnail, it attracts the eyes. That's also a human thing. Really weird, but human thing nonetheless. So something like this just helps from time to time, and you can also, right, stand out by desaturating some things, and boom, you have something a bit different. I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking know at this point. So yeah, neobrutalism could work. It's also very trendy, and so that's why I'm a bit reluctant on telling you, oh yeah, use neobrutalism, that will be good. It's just it's the current trend. So if you play with the current trend, you will be like the others, which is fine. It proves that you can follow the trends and stay relevant, but then that also means that maybe in 3 months you need to change everything again and change your thumbnail, change your thing. So one of the benefits that I have as to changing the stream design every month, which by the way I need to fucking start to work on, because Monday is next month. Right. Health shower, hi, welcome on in. Right, yeah, something like this could work. And then comes other things and other consideration, but yeah, that can work. That can work. It's, you may be a bit tiny here. How are you, Health shower? How was your day? How was your weekend? It's still close to the weekend. But yeah, the consideration to be taken is, or are, how YouTube is placing things when you are hovering stuff. So you have the time here, you have the keep hovering to play, that needs to not cover the content. So basically, right, it will take the E off your thumbnail. So move it up, maybe get the radius a bit smaller, because right now it matched the YouTube logo. I don't know. That could work, but we need to do tests. That's the thing, right? Every time that you have thumbnails and YouTube and you're just starting, you need to test out stuff. So don't be afraid to just use this one as a starter. Maybe with like a refined version of the text, or just this one as a Yeah, as a starter, more padding. I can't. I can't tell you, like, right now. No. No, I'm not buying viewers. I'm okay with my viewers right now. It's good. We can have a conversation with lower viewer count. Anyways, right? Getting, you know that guy. Stacks. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you for buying 07. I appreciate you. It's been a while since you bought it, but it's been a while since you've been here. So hi, welcome on in. Thanks a lot for buying 07. I appreciate it. How are you? Yeah. Basically, the thing that you have, beige, is it's fixed, and then let's make that center. You basically did this, and this is too much. I don't think I have a slate thing. I think it's clean slate, yes. So, right, I mean, both can work, but it's just like one has, maybe this one is too small, right? So we need something in between. In which case, right, that can happen. But, yeah. This is too much. This is not enough space, specifically on the sides. And maybe this is a better, like a 16 would be better rather than 15 on what I did, right? So it's an in-between section, and that can work. Right? That... stacks, yes. No working on OBS 28. I need to put that in the description, and I need the plugin creators to make updates, please. That would be so much better. Anyways, every plugin fails to load on 28. Like my version of OBS 28 on my Mac is just, I can't do shit. I hate it. I got half transition, is always fade. The link with all the thing is the Gumroad one, but we only have two right now. We have 07 and 000. 000 and 07. Or 007. Hey, I don't know. It's just that can work. I think you were just missing the outline, technically. Beige. I think that's the that's what I would say. Just if you add the outline, you should be good. And yeah, maybe more shadow. Like a further down thing. There is no rules on how much shadow you need to have, but as a regular usual thing, we say something like 6 to 8 is a good value on a button, and button are like 32. So yeah, a scuff thumbnail is good. We like that. We like that. So yeah, that can work. I feel like... Oh, sorry, you said you woke up and it's 10 a.m. That's good. That's good. Is it... And Beige, I don't want to keep you awake. I know that you are supposed to sleep. I don't know if having like a new channel is the way. You might just rebrand and just clean up the channel that you have already to not lose the amount of followers that you already have, or the people that like want to watch your content. I don't know, because if you create a new channel, you're basically starting from zero again. Yeah, but I mean, 8 subs is better than 0 subs, right? So I don't know. He had a Pepsi Max, so he's like caffeinated. Yes. Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think he's talking about Twitch channel. I think he's talking about YouTube channel. Yeah. You need 21 sub to be able to... You have a lot of shorts already, damn it. You see, you have a lot of views. Even though... Right, you have this one at 6, this one at 805, which is better than... Yeah, no, I would keep that channel. I would keep that channel. Even this thing right here. You see that's... You can't see shit, I'm showing nothing. You see that scuffed thumbnail? Neat. That's neat. But yeah, no, you have a lot of views, you have a lot of stuff. I wouldn't start again. I wouldn't start again. I would just like top up stuff. You have things with 1 view, 2 views because they are clips, and that makes sense. They're not supposed to be on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube you're supposed to have the clip compilation, not just the clip. But anyways, I would say it would be better to just keep that. Change the 22 now. Change the name potentially. Change the profile picture to match with everything else, and then you could potentially change the name as well on Twitch if that's the thing that you wanted to have. But isn't it like, don't you think that it's you now? Like, that you have a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of things, people know you as Baselad, and so it's Steve's. I can't even pronounce that. You mean that thing at the top here? That's true. I think you can if you get like if you get to the affiliate program on YouTube, I think you have the ability to yeah, I think that's it. You need to have the 1K follower or 1K subs and the 4K watch hours, and then you can monetize and then change things around. Yeah, that's true. It's a long way. Buy views. I don't know. Buy views, buy followers, and then boom, you get your name changed. No, I get it. You can create a new channel, that's true, but how? I mean, That's, I don't know. You know, I like this thumbnail. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Aiden, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know. I mean, if you, I feel like if you started again, maybe you could define like a thing, but before you start a new channel, you would need to define everything first. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird. I did give you one more. I mean, we are saying the same thing, but you basically have a starting point. Like, this is a good starting point as a weird concept. Like, if you wanted to keep that as your main concept, meaning that your thumbnails will always have like this weird ass thing around it, right? Let's say, and you need sleep, so I need to shut up at some point, but let's say your videos thumbnails always are weird ratios, right? And so you have your central 77 138, right? Right, so you have this. Let me just rid of that. You have this, which is where you place your camera capture. So the green screen thing that you want to have is in that thing right there. And then around that and on top of it, you just slap the thing that you're talking about. So for OBS, potentially you would have like the OBS logo right there, and then you're talking about something else that is, I don't know, Pac-Man. Right? And then the background will always be pure black. Always. Shit. Right? So you have your camera thing here. You have two subjects on a video. One subject right now is like you have the one take thing, then you have the OBS thing, and that's it. And so you have like the OBS stuff right here, right there, and then potentially you just have the one take that is there as an element, and you make it like this. I don't know. I'm looking at the Kmart thing, or even more dramatic, like this, right? And that's it. But like your thumbnail and your identity could be based on that thing, which I think is great. Which I think is good. You also have like the length of the video that is here. It's just like you put your video in there, you put the subject on top as stickers, and you have that whole ass black space around your video, and people will be like, what the fuck is that shit? Click on it. And specifically if you have short-ish videos, like let's say less than 8 minutes, people are more likely to click on them and say, what is that? And then if your content is good enough for them, they will continue watching. compared to my shit right here, which is when you have a video from me, it's like 4 hours. And so the likelihood of someone saying, oh yeah, I will absolutely watch someone for 4 hours that I have never seen before. Absolutely. 100%. And then you click on a video from me and the first thing that you see is what? The starting soon screen, which is absolutely not good on YouTube. You have no fucking me speaking, I mean, you have a bit of music in the background, but that's it. And no chat, nothing, no nothing. That's bad. That's absolutely bad. But I don't give a shit. So yeah, I think that could work. That could be a good overall thing. If you wanna take a screenshot to the highest resolution that I can give you without cropping things, I think that's okay. You can just take a screenshot so that you have the borders, black borders, and the distances. It doesn't need to be as specific, right, as the one that I have here, but I think that could be very fun. And then maybe I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking way ahead. Maybe in, I don't know if that works. Maybe at your 100th video, you change the background to beige. And then your 101 goes back to black. And then at your 1000 video, you use like the acid green as a background. That shit, people will say, what the fuck is that bitch ass green thing in the center of my feed? You click on it, or they just throw it away. Depends, but like it's just in your page. After a certain amount of time, you get like markups and milestones visible or highlighted in a very specific way, and so you have like the I don't know if it feels interesting to me, at least. But if you want to have how can I say that? What type of video are you doing? I'm thinking you are doing some OBS stuff regarding this, right? Tutorial type of shit. I mean, you know, but if you go on Nerdy's page and you go on the video and you sort by oldest first, right? 3 years ago, you can see how the thumbnails are very identical to each other, and then now after a time, face was a good metric overall, and now Nutty's face is like almost the brand itself. Like, we know his face, and we know that if we see his face on a video, it's probably be good. So we're gonna click on it, which you can see right here. This is a 12k views. This is 33k views. I know it's different topics, but also, right, kind of proving my point. Anyways, so it makes sense. I don't know. Just things change, and if we go to the of gaming channel, now true, of gaming is now changed to the other thing. If you go here, like, look at that. 5 years ago, Harris, very bad thumbnails, but it worked at the time. So can't, I don't know, it worked. and then decided to have like a very specific thumbnail to be recognized from far away. That's the base thing of thumbnails. And then now we have more polished thumbnails things, and the most important thing is Harry's face, right? If we don't have Harry's face on the thumbnail, not going to click on it. Most likely. So I don't know, right? Not Harry's face, 28k. Harry's face, 149k. That face helps with branding. Lud has really, I forgot how his thumbnail, I like his profile picture. What do you mean? What do I think about Ludwig? Were you asking what do I think about Ludwig thumbnails, or what were you asking about? What I think about Ludwig in general? Thumbnails, thumbnail. I mean, they are the clickbait base, right? Where you, right, the regular shit where it's fake laughing or taking a screen grab of the laugh, the face palming, showcasing things as if they just spent a lot of money, which is not the case. So it's clickbait. I don't think it's good, and it's also always the same fucking screen grab every time. So same, but with a red shirt. Same, but with a blue shirt, right? So if you analyze thumbnail, right, you see it. But if you don't, because the videos are not exactly on the same day, you probably watch one and then the next day you forgot that it's the same fucking face. I don't think it needs to be clickbait. I mean, it needs to be click-worthy, Stony, and that's what I would say. The thumbnails needs to be click-worthy, and so for me, if the thumbnail is interesting-ish or give you all the information that you need to have, and then the content is good, or give you the thing that you were expecting from the thumbnail, then it's not clickbait. It's click-worthy. When you have someone like Ludwig that has the same thing, and I don't know. It just like anything doesn't happen. It feels weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't like clickbait stuff most of the time. It doesn't match with me. Right, specifically because of the title, right? How I got scammed and lost 100k. Okay, fine. That's a good title. Knowing Ludwig, it could be in the same video how I got scammed, and then how I lost 100k in two different topics. So yeah, I agree with. I mean, you gotta do your best for the people to click on it, or be as weird as possible for the people to click on it. Yeah. Like similarly, when I'm looking at this, I know where I'm about to click when I'm looking at the thumbnails. But it's not a YouTube thumbnail, so it's a bit different, of course. I know that this one, for example, I would absolutely not click on it because I don't give a shit about this person. But I know that this is cool, so maybe I click on it. Maybe we can look at it. I don't know. But it's not exactly what I'm expecting, right? When I'm clicking on this and then I'm arriving here, I don't know what that is. And then I see this. Okay, fine. It wasn't there in the beginning, so I don't know. It's weird. Weird thing. Anyways, see, these thumbnails are less clickbaity and give me more information about the content rather than give me hope on the content. That's the thing that I don't like about the clickbait on YouTube. The amount of time that I've seen things and I was like, well, it's not what I expected. And then I leave, and then that's bad for the algorithm and everything on YouTube side. But some of the example that I could have is Kevin Powell, which I've been watching lately. But right, if I see this, and I see it's a video of 4 minutes, like a 4-minute video, who says we have a new pseudo class called model. Okay, good. I know what I'm expecting something, and if it doesn't speak about the column model pseudo class in that video, I would be leaving at some point. But this is what I call thumbnail with the content, and you click on it because you know that you want to learn or hear about a specific subject. Whereas what I'm proposing here, it's more of a conceptual thing that is in the middle of clickbait. LTT is more clickbait, yes, I agree. But also, is it really? As in, I mean, I've watched most of the video, right? But this one, for example, the 2300 foot fiber run, it's what happened in the video. There is a 2300 feet fiber run happening. They do it. It's good. And yes, it is a clickbaity thing, but we can't... how can I say that? It's... no. First of all, you recognize the LTT thumbnails. That's a thing. But I also know that every time that I can see Linus' faces on the thumbnail, there is a high probability for me to click on it because I like the person. So it's going back to right I said in the beginning, right here in the first videos of LTT. Let's take a look at the first defines thumbnail. Kind of want to see that. I think it makes me click because it's Linus at this point. It's not even, it makes me click because the title is interesting. I mean, I read the title, but I also like change. It's Linus, I click on it. What do you mean you got delayed? There is no fucking thumbnail. See that? I mean, it was 12 years ago, so maybe the thumbnail didn't exist at this point. I don't know. I don't know, 12 years ago? Maybe. But yeah, it looks skinny. 12 years ago, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Let's scroll a bit faster to find the first polished-ish thumbnails. But right now, what it's doing, or until now, most of the content is basically what I'm doing, right? I'm just letting YouTube decide on the thumbnail, and I don't give a shit. Based on the content, YouTube picks a screenshot in the first 5 minutes, basically, most of the time, and then we're good. Shit, no thumbnails. And yeah, Stoney, there are some videos that I'm skipping because I don't give a shit about, like, I don't know, trying to find like an example, but I can't because this bitch has too much videos, too many. I think we are arriving in a almost defined thumbnail era where the screen grab was specific compared to something else. That's also true. So these are the first thumbnail that I can find. Thumbnail as thumbnail, which is just a screen cap with text on the video, which maybe have happened during the video. I don't know. I don't know if it's like at some point there is the text on top, but it's very simple, and I don't think, like, I mean, no, I do think it's basically, you know what will happen because you look at the thumbnail and the thumbnail is telling you something. Doesn't mean that I know exactly, but yeah, 7 or 8 years ago, it was about here. I probably went in at the same time. Maybe a bit before, and then I came back to something else. I know that LTT, I haven't watched it consistently for a long time. And then all the event type of thing, very much no thumbnail defined. Let's scroll wheel that shit. a long time with just text on top of the thing, and the design of the text is still the same. Yeah, that's probably true. I saw something, but I don't think it was true. They have too many videos. That's too. I think I saw one that I've seen. I mean, we are at 6 years now. 6 years ago, meaning that at this point they were already doing videos for the past 6 years, which is very fun. It was a bit different. It was a different font, but I mean, you see how similar they are overall. And right now is the clickbait type of screenshot. That's clickbait thing. These are the faces that we know as clickbaity faces that we hate. Now, when I see someone doing this, unless I know exactly what it is, these faces are way too exaggerated for me to like say, oh yeah, that's the emotion that I want to convey. No, that's just a fake emotion. I don't give a shit about that. I don't know. But yeah, different thing, colored background, and or exactly the thing that you will see. And I know that they have, let me just get rid of that and reload the page. I know that they have some of their videos with these, right? They don't know how the thing will look, and they need a thumbnail before the stream goes live, and so it goes in. Yeah, on my regular channel, I follow the Mac one and the short circuit. That's it. I do not follow the channel Superfun, and I have another one that I forgot. Take Quickie. I think I follow Take Quickie potentially, but different things, right? Anyways, beige. The thing is, if you look at established YouTubers, it's not a good idea to take example on the established YouTuber to create your things, because as the name implies, they are established already, and so all the things that they have tested, and for Linus having like a 12 years of YouTube, as I said in the beginning, right, I see his face, I know it will be okay. I see Riley's face, I think I will be okay. I see Anthony's face, I know that it will be very insightful and cool. It makes sense to me now because I know them. But if I didn't know them and I arrive here, like let's say Mr. Who's the Boss, which I know his face, but I don't watch his video. If I was to like have his face here, it doesn't give me any insight on how good the video is. I don't know that person, so the only thing that I see is, right, this person is holding phones, and I am more likely to click on the MKBHD one because I know MKBHD, rather than clicking on any other of the options. Like it's just easier for me to go with someone that I potentially seen it and trust. I don't know. This one. It's interesting, but yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you create something weird like this, saying that your thumbnail have like a very distinctive trait, which is your green screen camera is always captured transparent on the black background, or maybe on a like right here it just created this block because you have data motion and pixel bashing thing right there, so it created like a gray thing around it. But you get that, and maybe in, I don't know, a year of doing the same thing, your thumbnail gets recognized as yours, and so when in the feed you see a thumbnail from you with that specific design, then it's recognizable. I think it's interesting. Shit, I hate that. What did you said this? Yeah. So DIY perks is also good. It has, and that's where I like thumbnails. It has the thing that will be built, anyways, right? So I see exactly what will be built in the thumbnail, and maybe it's like from further away, like the PS5 thingy, but maybe not. Maybe it's exactly the thing that I needed to have or to see, and it works. Stony, yes, that's true. Sorry, it took me too long to read the chat messages. And yeah, creating something, I really think like creating something unique, even though not exactly, I mean, I was about to say, even though not exactly your ID, yes, it is your fucking ID. It is. It was, you did that. So I just said you could reuse that thing that I think is good. Just place it on your stuff. I think it can work. Like, it's also a minimal amount of work to create the thumbnails. Like, you don't need to do anything. You screen grab your camera at the end of stream or at the beginning or before you do anything on the video, then you slap the two logos that are the thing that you are talking about, and that's it. And the thing that looks good is having a template. Yes, when you look at as I showcased earlier, when you look at Nutty's videos in the beginning, right? They have the gradient, the white text, and goldish yellow text, and that's it. And then the logo of the thing that he is talking about. So really polished and polished. Yes, very good, very good. Just keep the ratio and the weirdness thing, and you should be good. Could be very interesting. I don't know. Like, this is the easiest thing. Like, let's say the next one, because your face is more here than you can cover it, and then you do that, you do this, and boom, you're good. You can also do that. That's a fun thing. That's a fun thing. I've seen people do that. Whereas, I don't know if you've seen. I think there is a video or a YouTube channel with a watch, and there are 1 minute videos that just take you around the clock once, and then it goes to the next one, which is the next minute. And it was just filmed, and that exists. So yeah. Man said it's only 4 a.m. Yeah, that's true. I mean, only 4. You know, that's I think that's a good option. And then maybe not me keeping you awake. Maybe as I said, in a year, you just do this. You add a rectangle behind where you have your transparent face with a color. That's it. And you experiment with this. Right? That, I mean, let me see if it's an option. I mean, it is an option, but it's just, I'm thinking. I mean, not that picture. It's the only one that I have of you with the green screen, basically. Right, he can so easily do so much shit in no time with that overall thing. I don't know. Stony, do you have like a link? Would be faster. Yeah. Please do that. That could happen as well. I am lazy. Thank you for noticing. Appreciate it. Yeah. These are things that I don't know, but yeah. It's simple. It's simple as well. Because you have like 100-second off and then Laravel. It's a coding thing. Every time Q. I guess. Right, if you are looking for short snippets type of things in not a lot of time, like 2 minutes seems like an okay thing. 2 to 3 minutes videos. I feel like short forms, not like I had the discussion with James P. Barrow on Twitch about where he's doing and moving and doing some stuff, and we were talking about short form content on YouTube rather than above 8 minutes, but like going or trying to reach the 5-minute maximum on some content and keeping the things short for the YouTube platform. Not short form as in 30 seconds on TikTok, but like 3 to 5 minutes being a sweet spot of the retention of the user if the content is good enough, and the likelihood of someone clicking on something because it's short as fuck. When you think about it, even though the attention span that we have when we scroll TikTok is like 7 to 11 seconds, I feel like if you are on YouTube and you have a video that showcases everything that you need to know about CSS in 2 minutes, and another one that is everything that you need to know about CSS in 10 minutes, there is a likelihood of clicking on the 2 minute first just to check, and then if you don't have enough content, you go on the other one, and then you are like, well, they said the same thing, but in 10 minutes. Right? So, why? TikTok is great. TikTok is the most amazing platform that we have had in years in terms of content creation, trend setting, search engine, people influencing. Like it's one of the best things that happened on that front. It's not the best for society, but in terms of software, it's great. Yeah, it's great for what it is. It's an amazing platform for, as you say, data harvesting. It's amazing. Like the reality of things for me at least, the reason why it works, and I can't show you that in there, but the reason why it works as a platform for me is because the content that I can see is tailored exactly to the mood I'm in every day, most likely. As in the the algorithm that they used and that they created to define and make sure that I will see the things that will work for me specifically is amazing. I can't deny that. It's just it just fucking works. I don't know. I did, but I get it. Yeah. What I mean, what do you want to use against me specifically? That's that's always my thing, and I know that a lot of people that are on certain front of the internet, they have different views, and that's fine. But what do you need, or what can you do with the things that I make public? Like, you can't do shit. It's public. It's the thing that I decide to make public. Anyways, I've signed the contract. I've checked the box. I said it's fine with me. I don't give a shit. How can it be used against me? I don't see a way of using things against me when it's things that I don't give a shit about. As in, maybe you've seen that I've been on a hentai website. Yeah, okay, fine, that happens. Maybe you've seen that I was looking at iPhone cases lately. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Maybe you've seen that I bought chapstick with my credit card yesterday. I mean, do you really think that can happen? Like, isn't it like, yeah, chapstick and hentai, both things works together, right? I mean, it's not exactly as... Stony, I don't know. I have no... And we've had that discussion before. As in, my views on China are very different than most people's views on China, because the only thing that I know from China is the Chinese people that I know in Europe saying that there are things that are not good, but the overall country is great. And it's like me bitching on France, right? I hate French and all that shit, but overall the country's okay. We're just racist. That's fine. But I mean, is it really the case? Is it not like an edge case of, if I told you that someone got put in jail because they did something in an amusement park, I don't know, and then you think you pinpoint it to China, but in reality it's the US. You don't know. It's the same thing. And I mean, that... Free speech is never a good thing, to be honest. I mean, no, let me rephrase that. Free speech is a great thing. However, free speech has consequences. And if you don't obey the rules of the location that you're at, then your free speech is, or has, different consequences. I don't know. Yeah, but that's because your country is specific and they have that defined. As in, there is a rule against it, fine. But then we bitch about it, and it's okay. So yeah, Queen Bear, hi. Well, come on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Yeah, I can. We won't go on in. I can show you. I can show you, of course. I like the emotes. I also like your badge. It's pretty cool. So a bit of an area on data and China and all thing, more of a design side. So community right here. Oh, I mean, interesting. So in this file you will have you were looking for nice clean Twitch chat overlay. So community is not meant for, I mean, it's not meant for. Community is a UI kit, meaning that you will be able to build UI design, as in app design and website design with it. It's composed of a lot of base like colors, icons, buttons, things like this that are more UI related. If you are looking for a clean chat overlay, that I have someone for you that is not me, that I will recommend to everyone that I can. Yes, ads, good. So all right, back. So Nanny that I just sent the Twitter handle in the chat is creating amazing chat widgets with tiny animations. Is really cool design. I just love what they do. It's a bit more expensive than what I sell, but it's great. And they have a ton of chat widgets. And so because you said that you were looking for core chat widgets or clean chat widget type overlay thingy, in there you can find one. It's usually like $15, and they're all basically the same thing, but right, I mean, they're cute. I love them. So that's for chat. The clean slate project that we have in here is a different type of thing. It's an entire install of OBS with scenes and transition and plugins pre-installed. However, the thing that is clean slate is meant to be used and not modified. So it's a bit of a constraining, helping type of product. And so for someone who would not have or want to take the time to learn how it has been built, it's not exactly meant for these types of person. But it is a great product. It's, I mean, the first one is $2. The second one is like 15. So it's like extremely simple, and you get something that is I mean, most people say complete, but right, I think it's great, but I'm biased. I build it. Serenani is great for chat overlay, if that's what you're looking for. But tell me a bit more. Maybe I can direct you to something a bit different or easier to manage. So even they all have built-in scenes. Let me do that. So the 000, which is this one, will have same thing as any OBS install, and you get OBS inside, and as always it takes ages to load, but this is, if you buy one, never click on that thing, like just skip the fucking version, never update to 28. So you get this. Basically what you get in 000 is you get a starting soon scene, you get a main stage, a working right, a BRB scene. I'm moving too fast, to be honest. Doing the transition way too fast. And then an ending scene, right? That's basically what you get in the pack. So it's a very simple thing, simple overlay, which I have changed for some reason on the starting soon thing, but that's it. And in order for you to do some modification to it, it's a bit of a tricky thing. It, like right now, for example, I should change some stuff, but it not exactly good. But it's a very simple way of getting OBS started and avoiding someone who is new to how can I say that, to go over the hassle of creating and managing OBS and how it works. And you are saying that you already have all your scenes and custom stinger transition. I hate them, but I hate stingers. It's just not my type of stuff. And so that one is will it work? I don't think it will work properly. 07. You may have lost some sound. I don't know. So this is 07. You get this, which is the starting soon thing, which has capture, which is right now it's my computer, and then you have the chatting, which is just unblurring the camera. Build, which is for building keyboard, which is supposed to have a top-down camera, which is supposed to be here, and then you have game, which right now should have a game. It should be reverted, but that's just because of how the thing has been built. BRB scene, all that, and then an ending scene, which is the same thing. If you go to build and then you go to BRB, it keeps the top-down camera as your background. So that's one of the benefits of this one. We build it like this. It's just interesting. But that's the 07. You don't really have the choice, as I said, to change things out later. It's a bit more complicated. So if you already have your scenes and your transitions and your stingers and all that have been defined, and you don't want to change this, and the only thing that you want to have is a cute, nice chat overlay, Nanny, that I sent earlier. Right here, right, really cool. Will give you the thing that you I do not code at all, but Nanny does. I mean, Nanny designed them, and then someone else is dev coding the thing for them. Beige, have a good rest of your night. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. No, code is good. Code is good. Code is good. I just designed the ID, but then the code is done behind. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. The other thing that I can recommend, and of course, right, I'm a tad biased here because affiliated type thing. VBI has basically the same thing as what Nanny is doing, but you have the ability to then build around it. So on VBI you have a thing that is called Chat ID, which we love. And Chat ID, if you stay in chat long enough, you will see like a VBI discount code somewhere. I forgot. Or you can type !VBI in chat. I think it will just give you the thing directly. Anyways, Chat ID is the same thing. The result is the same thing that what Nanny will give you. The benefits of this is you have the, how can I say that? You have the option with Stream Elements to then do all the changes and all the editing that you want to have on top of it. So if I go into my overlays, I think chat ID right here. Right, simple thing. I have my chat ID widget that is plugged right there, and I can go in the settings and I can test things out. And so yeah, you can customize it and do all the things. As you can see right now, your messages are in white. Maybe I don't want that. I need the I don't know, I need the message boxes to have the text in black. And so right now I changed that. It's fine. If you type something in chat, it will pop in at the bottom and your text will be black, and it will work. Right, so ads, right, black text now, different thing. Maybe I need the background to be different, right? All this shit is really simple to edit from the thing that is underneath my camera that you can't fucking see at that instant. Let me just place that on the other side so that we can bump the settings, right? So all this is the settings that you will have with Chat ID, which is very simple. Define the fields, you define the message box. You have, if I remember correctly, you can define like the badges that are used in the Chat ID, all that thing, right? Everyone need a fuck counter. It's the best thing that I created. But yeah, you get your badges. You can change things. It's fine. But then if you are someone who have some knowledge in code, you can just open the editor, which is a bit trash, but it's fine. And then you go in there and you say, okay, so now that I know what I need to look for, I can just go and edit things. So that's why I like Chat ID better than what Nanny is doing, but I also like what Nanny is doing because it's really well made. I can't say anything else. It's just fucking well made, and it looks cool. It's neat, right? But yeah, Chat ID overall, great thing. It's $15, and so it's $15 and editable and all that. And if you use my code, which is somewhere in the, do I have it here? No, I think you need to just type !VBI unless you are already like a VBI affiliate. But you will have like I think it's a 10% discount, which is on $15. It's nothing, but it's still something. So, right, you can do that. I think it's one of the best options that you have. However, the only thing that I will say, it's a bit annoying on Chat ID, and right, you cannot be all pink and what do you say, pink and roses? I don't fucking know. Is you cannot yet, as far as I know, have a chat like mine. Like this is different. This is not Chat ID. This has been made by someone else, and it's free, by the way. I can send you a link for this. But horizontal chat, which I would recommend to anyone anyways, is not available on Chat ID. Still, Chat ID is great. If you have like a colon base, you know what? Do you mind me pulling your stream on my stream? I just want to take a look at it. Stream overlay and all that, right? All right. You have VODs on the sub only. Why? I won't be able to see shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you have clips? You have clips on non-sub only. If that's the case, then that's okay. I can see things. Yes, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I think I've seen you around for some reason. That's an in-game clip. Let me see. Can I find like a non-in-game clip? Valorant is great. Not in the last 7 days. You had long hair. Or maybe you still have long hair, but these are long hairs, damn it. Maybe all the time is too long to keep an update. So you have one overlay that is here. Would you want to have your chat in like in your just chatting scene, or do you want to have your chat in the Valorant game scene or in-game scene? Yeah, no, it's annoying to have the sub-only thing. You also draw? Really? You're doing everything. Let me pull the latest. It's dead sub-only. Not true. So, just chatting, game above, that makes sense. You have your chat here, so I'm guessing you would like to have your chat ID, I'm also pushing chat ID, as you can see, box around here, and then interesting BRB. It works with the rest, so it's column style. And of course, in here, I would recommend like an horizontal chat right there, because it could work, but also it could be annoying for people who want to see the amount of ammo that you have left and the amount of HP that you have left. So potentially no chat on the game, that's an option. But do you have another theme? I've seen your camera on the top right on another clip. Nope. So you have co-working streams, which I'm guessing is this one. And you have your chat ID here right now. Chat ID, your chat box right here already. You have a cat cam or a dog cam. Looks like a cat bed though, not a dog bed. I may be wrong. It's a dog bed, damn it. So in your study stream, you have one scene. That's it. No, it's like a plushie. Yeah. So if it's column based, right? If it's column based, this is good because, as you can see, you can like design it as you wish. What are you using for streaming? Are you using OBS to stream, or are you using Streamlabs to stream, or Twitch Studio? Which I don't expect you to use Twitch Studio, but we never know. OBS Studio, okay, good. So if you are using OBS Studio, that means that you will need to use Stream Elements. Are you using Streamlabs for widget, or are you using Stream Elements for widget? Because I know a lot of people are confusing the two because they sound the same. Streamlabs. Okay. So if you are using Streamlabs for widget, you may have the ability to get something a bit easier to manage on the way that things work. The settings of the chat ID are a bit easier to grasp on Streamlabs compared to Stream Elements. So, right, as you can see, that might be like an interface that you know with Streamlabs, and so you can more easily update it, I guess. So yeah, I would, if you want to go with column base, I would highly recommend you to go with chat ID, and then you can customize it as much as you can, or as much as you want. But if you find one in any thing, I can't recommend the singular person, not big company-ish type of person, like independent artist, more, right? It's better. Yeah, if you want to do things like me, yes, you can. I'm not affiliated to 90 stores. No, I just love what they do. It's just good. It's good, and it's not that expensive, right? You can have like a full overlay thing, which could be animated, which I think this one is animated for like $40 as an independent artist and creator. I think that's great. I mean, I forgot if this is their main job, but anyway, it's just great. It's great content. So, like, rather than going with VBI, which is big-ish company, with the independent artist, I don't know, whichever. But Chat ID has a lot of flexibility. So yeah, and so yes, technically, if you want to have a new chat every month, like we have a new stream overlay every month, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. By the way, what's your schedule? Can I catch you or nah? Probably in the afternoon. I could catch you. Good. I'll take a look. I will take a look live. For sure. Sometimes you're live. Sometimes I will be. I'm based in France for now. I will be based in Japan in 2.5 weeks. Which is good. And Sassy, welcome back. Yeah, they just reopened on October 11th, and I will be landing there on the 15th. Yes, I can. Shit. There you go. Cat, I'm sorry. Cat, Sassy? Sassy. Yeah, Sassy here. Cat is cat. Cat, you lurking? Hi. Oh yeah, we had a lot of shit that I already loaded. I don't know. I don't have a round trip ticket. I just have a one-way plane tickets. So it could be a week. It could be 3 months. We'll see. We'll see. Shit happens. I hope. So Cat is watching Pot and Focus. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good it is. Oh, Sassy was. Didn't you bring me other people from Humming before? I feel like I remember you bringing someone else. I don't think Humming raided me, that's for sure. I raid X Humming most of the time because short ass streams, but I forgot how. Interesting. So yeah, Humming is the as I call her, a fellow toast person because of the toast filter that she used to use often, but toast person. And I was looking for someone to raid, and I saw the toast filter on her face, and I said, "That's it. We go there. We have no choice. We need to go." And so we went there, and yeah, co-working streams. Not exactly the type of streams that we do here. He is more of helping specific design and OBS stuff, but overall, I'm glad I've met Humming. Yeah, you do bring people around because you are lurking around a lot, and Kane is doing the same. Like, we have a lot of people from Argentina coming in from Kane, which I appreciate. Lurkers, yes. Stony, what do you mean? What do you mean so tired? And what do you mean code changes? Oh, you mean of the Control S to see the code happening? Like the time it takes to render? Yeah. That's so Queen, that's good, but the latest version of OBS, the 28, is just not good for me specifically. Like, I'm still on 27.2 because of the filters, right? Without 27.2, I can't do this. Like, I can't have the blurred camera, I can't have the rotating thing, I can't have the effect at the bottom, I can't change things, yeah. I can have the fox though, that's an okay thing to do. I mean, let me make sure that I'm not saying shit, but no, without or with 28, I can't do all of that, and that's bothering me. Like, my streams are made for transitions. They leave for transitions. But yeah. But at least now, if it's fixed, that's good. That is good to know. This is so bad. Yeah, Stony, it makes sense, but also, right? Yeah, weird state. You know what? Bathroom break, like 2 minutes. The hydration button is indeed paying off, Sassy. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Ah. I think I turned into a potato. That's what happened. um And Stony, I don't exactly know what that is, but as you can see to my face, as a potato, right? I didn't understand your message. But yeah, I mean, if you can push the CPU of the person a bit more, do that. Never a bad idea to make the process a bit faster for the person that is trying to do things, right? It just seems like a good option. By the way, do you like if I point to a folder with media in there, and then No Mercy is like saying, oh, there is content here, let me encode everything. Does it replace the content, like encode it and then replace the content encoded in the in the same folder, or does it keep the original file without the encoding? This is like a technical thing that I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, so I'm asking. Absolutely no clue. Potatoes, not tattoos. Different. Potatoes, not tattoos. I mean, I don't have a tattoo filter, but yeah. I mean, we have a tattoo filter, but it's not great, to be honest. Like I am disappointed in the tattoo filter. Which one was it? Right, no, not this one. No, not this one either. We had this one that we tried. That's true, which is pretty cool. But very dark. Then we have this one. Yeah, I think that's the one that's the basic Post Malone-ish type of thing. I like the eyes. I like the makeup that they do. It's a bit much. But I like it overall. Like, you look at my face like this, and I'm like, damn, if I had blue eyes, whoo, it would be different. Take off my wig is good, yes. Specifically with the headphones. I can't say anything. This is one of the best filters that we have, right? So, right, giving me ears on both sides. It's just, I don't know. It's so good. Giving me background as well, with the right color, the right angle, the right thing. I love it. I love it. I love my hairs as well. Different shit. But yeah, Queen, if you need to go and work on stuff, please do so. I appreciate you coming in, asking questions, following all that. If you want to type the exclamation mark, I think it's that. Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to use the code on VBI, do that. I appreciate it. If you don't want to use the code, don't use the code. It's fine. I think if you use the code, you would be the first one ever in my 2 years of streaming to use the code on VBI. So, do that. Appreciate it. But yeah, and take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you want to lurk, please stay for the lurk. But if you need to work, do that. Do that. So, Stoney, you said sprawl as thing. Yes. I don't get it. I'll see you in my sidebar if I see you live. I might pop in your stream at some point. But yeah, have a good look and have a good work. Stoney, I don't get it. Maybe I'm too dumb lately. I've been feeling very ungenuously like I don't get how it's answering my question. Like it doesn't process. You said in prod I have a dedicated input folder. I'm planning on using an input folder inside the library, and then you explain how the folders are working, which makes sense. Maybe I didn't explain or said the thing that I wanted to know in an understandable way. Yeah. The question is basically, if I put thing in a folder, does No Mercy say, oh, we have things here, encode it, and then replace the original file with the encoded version? Or do you keep the original file somewhere and then put the encoded on the server section? That's the question. I don't think you... well, as far as I know, I no answer to that. Maybe the question makes no sense. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. But I don't know. I do not know. In the meantime, I found this thing, which I don't know. I haven't tried yet. Interesting. So you basically do a copy of the original encoded for your server, and then it's just my knowledge of things that don't match with the thing that I'm saying. DV sounds familiar, yes. Okay, Grasham, hi. Welcome on in. I'm doing fine. I had an okay Monday. Yeah, DV Builder, I know that. I mean, it sounds like something that I know. But yeah, I found this onepage.io, which seemingly is giving you the ability to build websites that are one page up to 3 in a free version, and seems very cool. So we will potentially try it out on stream at some point. I don't know, but it's still something that I want to share, because it seems pretty powerful and pretty simple to use. So yeah, I like the landing page as well. So you can create a mesh gradient right inside of this shit. Fuck me. And then I found this, which is another resource that I wanted to share. I mean, these two basically from bytheway.so. No wigs. Thank you, Grasm. And so the landing page example is basically patterns, but for landing page, and it's the best of a category, which is really interesting to me. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. I love water. Yeah. So this, yeah, that makes sense in a way. Kinda just too tired to think. But this is very interesting in terms of showcasing patterns of stuff. Let's say you have like a product or something, and they will have like examples of the blocks that you are trying to build. So I really like this. It's still another software website that does the same thing, but right, it's useful. It is useful. Let me share them in the Discord as well, because that is cool. And so the second one is alternative to, or open source alternative to, and so they will just give you like a list of open source alternatives to the software that you're already using. So it's pretty cool. And right, most things, because open source, will probably be free, and we like that. So right, this is a good thing. I mean, I guess this is a good thing. So yeah, I wanted to share these three things. He said, the thing I can offer is a way for company to not rely on YouTube and self-hosted. Isn't it self-hosted by default? Like if I have No Mercy, I need to have it on my machine running, and then I can add things on my server, right? So it's basically self-hosted, right? Or was the end self-hosted a benefit? I can't read for shit today. Yes. We're tapping in the business model type of shit, and I don't know if I can understand it. That's true. But no, yeah, that makes sense. So basically, like the dual type of products are now banned from America and YouTube stuff. So, in order to host the content, it needs to be on another platform that allows it, and so you can do that. Yeah, no, I get it. I still don't you haven't answered my question. I'm too dumb today. I'm sorry. As I said, I've been in a meeting since this morning, basically, of rebuilding our solution and trying to, can I say that? Trying to make it more. Welcome back. And trying to like define a simpler solution for our product. And at the end of the day, we were. Uh, he was explaining things to me, and then I was not understanding shit. So I don't know. Attack and hi, welcome on in. Yes, you can change the transparency because you can just change. You use the RGBA, if you know what that is. But basically, the A means alpha, and so the alpha is the transparency. So you can easily change the value to whatever opacity that you want to have in the text that is used. However, if you want to have your badges next to the name to be transparent, you need to upload transparent-ish images, or define the opacity of the badges in the code, which might be a bit more challenging for you if you don't know how to do that in the CSS section. But overall, right, uploading a transparent image is easy, I guess. So yeah, it's an option. So study, yeah, I get that, but is there, you know what? Then I never, I did not, I did not make a redeem for this one. So you asked for it. Let's make the eggplants happen. And Anakin, I'm okay. I'm tired. I'm trying to get my brain to work at the moment, and it's very difficult. So it might hint on an end of stream soon, because shorter streams are sometimes weirder. I don't know. Depends on the content that I can create on the spot. But yeah, I'm good overall. How was you? How is you? No, I did not. This is just this is the filter is already available in Snapcam. You want me to take a look at your message on Discord, Stony? I will take a look at it. Yeah, you can find it in there. It's called. Let me give you like the name, the exact name. It is called eggplant rain. Very, very simple. I agree with that statement, Stony. You can delete the message, yes. You can hide the proof. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. without saying what it is. I mean, I'd say specifically because of the subscription model, things are not going in the right way, specifically soon. So we'll probably see that happen sooner than expected. But yeah, I agree. Oh, so you enrolled in the Google course a year ago. Interesting. You know what? To fight the laziness or the tiredness during the day, exercising is a good thing. If you can work out, do that. If you already do, I feel like it's a good thing. Depending on when you have your low in the in the day, right now I'm at a low point, which is good because it's when I will go to bed, so that makes sense. But why can't you? That's an interesting thing. I know that I'm not anymore the best person to say that, but the floor is the only thing that you need. As long as you have a body that works and floor and a wall, you should be good to work out. Workout being can you move? It asks you things a lot. Can you move yourself, right? Walking is good. Walking is a good workout on its own. It's a simple workout, but it's a good workout. Running is a bit more complicated for the joints. And then if you can move your push or pull up, whichever, if that's the thing, it could work. But because you said you're not allowed to lift weight, I'm guessing that you have shoulder issues, impingement type of thing. She said wait. Yeah. A lot for posture check. Appreciate it. Laura, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? I want to know. Thank you for chatting. Why the fuck can't I read chat? Yeah, Stony, I agree with that. That's a good way of doing overall thing. If it's a shared server in a way, I like that. I can't run because lazy fuck, and I have knee pain easily, so I'm just interesting. Well, come on in. What is UXA? I know UX, but I don't know A. But you also have UXC. Oh, analyst. Yes. I wasn't sure you have UXC in your name. UX certified. I would have gone for customer, like CX as customer experience, but yeah. Certified, interesting. And Sassy has a good point right here, as I can. Walking is, I always have headphones in. So yeah, here we do design stuff. If you have things that you want me to take a look at, I can do that as a street creds, proof of knowledge. I have 16 years of experience in design. I've been a product designer for the past 6 years, basically. And yeah, I just help. That's it. That's what I do. So if you have a question on Figma, for example, I can help. If you have a general design overall question, things that you are struggling with to create, I can potentially help. All of the things that I will give you are not necessarily the best solutions, but they can help. If you pick up on the pattern, that help is the most important thing. Stony, that's a good point. So you can have like your swarm of small servers here and there, and just host TV shows on some of the things. That's interesting. Yeah, well, but you are in the right place. You are in the right place if that's the case. 100%.
Laura_UXC is now following.
Thanks a lot for the follow. I appreciate it. And yeah, Atakan, I think, I mean, listening to something while you're working around is good. Technically for me, when I'm working around is usually when I go get food. So it's not really far away. It's like a maximum 15 to 20 minute walk. It's not enough to like maybe lose weight or gain muscle, but it's enough to keep my muscle mass in my legs at least to a level that it is or has been for a long time. It's shrinked a bit during the pandemic because the amount of exercise that I'm doing now has diminished, but overall I had 6 years of competitive not professional, but like heavy training in skate park and rollerblades, and so my legs were at least pretty strong, and so now I still have a bit of strength in them.
Stony_Eagle just gifted 18 subs.
I see. That's a lot of fucking emotes again. Stony. So, who did you got? You got Mohammed, good. Carnax, Figma Atelier, Bear Noob, neat. TD, Newt, Bite My Genie, which is basically a bot, but okay. Norms, hi. Yes, you got a sub. Denny, Grassam, Norms, Roberto, Veen or Vines, yes, Vine. Ismail got a sub. Rehermes, Heather, which we haven't seen in a long ass time. Real False Prophet, which I don't have a memory of. Skull has a sub. Quartzy, also cool. And Chani or Vanny have a Chazin. Sorry, I haven't mistaken all the time. Well, yeah. Thanks a lot for the subs. Now I need to go back in chat to read the chat. Thank you. Fuck off. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. And again, you said, by the way, I do that too when I'm outside for a little walk. I definitely go into a grocery and buy trash food. Yes, that's good. That is good. That is what we do here. But yeah, Gnomes, welcome on in. Thank you for the first chatting after your sub. Appreciate it. And Stony, yes, the holiday is not an holiday per se. It is a relocation. So might be more difficult for us to be on the same time zone. I mean, we won't be on the same time zone, but if I do midday streams, then it's like morning for you, which, knowing you, you will be like at the end of your day and about to sleep. And if I do early morning streams, then it will be like basically in 2 hours, right? In 2 to 3 hours from now. So you're still awake, alive, and working usually, right? That's in your sleep schedule. So we'll see, but it's not vacation or holidays. It's just a bit of a cut. Sleep schedule, I said. Sleep pattern, I don't know, your non-sleep pattern, your lack of a schedule, if you prefer, I don't know. So, Sassy, the best way, I would say the best way to share it with us would be potentially to just take from OBS like a recording of the overlay, and you just switch scene for scene if that's an OBS thing. However, if it's a Figma thing or a Canva creation, you can just send the pictures or the screenshots in the Discord, and that could be nice. That could be nice. The difference between a holiday and a vacation. Vacation is that's a very good question. I think, if I remember, a holiday is usually related to your country, and it's non-worked day based on your country rules. So, for example, on New Year's Eve or Christmas Day for most of the Christian countries, there is no real working. In the vacation thing is when you take time off your job. So basically, when you go on vacation, is you vacate from your position in your company for a defined amount of time, and then you come back. So holiday is more of a government implied thing or a religious holiday, and then a vacation is you decide to go away and then come back. We can say that, yeah, it's a forced, it's some type of a forced vacation, yes. The Stony, that's a method, but it's not good. Addicted to feeling tired. Sounds like me. I'm not addicted, but I'm feeling tired all the time. Shit. Oh, and yeah, Sassy, holidays, I mean, Yeah. I think we have as a regular amount, official in France, it's 25 days. I think the minimum is 20 days, but most companies are giving you 25, or maybe it's the required is 25. In my company, we have unlimited vacation, and so if I wanted to, I could take 2 months off with no problem, and then 2 months again later. Like my boss took a month and a half in June, July, I think. Almost 2 months, to be honest. But yeah, that happens. Another coworker that used to work with us took 9 weeks at some point, right? So the thing is, as long as the job is done, we don't give a shit. That's the good way of seeing this, right? Polywork, Kane. Polywork is the thing that you want to look at instead of LinkedIn. Even though I don't like it, it's better than LinkedIn. But yeah, Polywork with one L. Polywork. Polywork. But yes, Sassy, the thing is, in the US, you have some companies that are advertising the unlimited vacation policy, and the thing is, if you take unlimited vacation, then you get fired because you are following the company rules, but also you're not working. So, right, they don't like this. Some people with the unlimited vacation, when they get hired, they say, well, I will take all my Fridays off as a vacation day. And that doesn't work. Most companies don't like that. So you go to a 4-day week. However, the thing that we have seen, and if you have been on the internet for the past 2 weeks, I'd say, the UK have been trying the 4 days work week for a bit now, and a lot of companies are moving to a 4-day work week with 100% of the pay, 80% of the time. Cat, hi. Welcome on here. How are you today? So, 4-day work week is good, mainly because you need to rethink the way that your company is working and organized in order to make it like work. The thing is, it's not 40. It's a 32 hours per week, and keeping the 100%, like getting paid as 40 hours without getting 40 hours of work. And the thing that we found in these studies and exercise and things is, when you have a limited amount of time, as I said, you need to restructure and reorganize your company to make sure that the Smurgen 6000, I don't know. Hi, well, go on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? And thank you for chatting. Appreciate it. So you need to reorganize how you define like the meetings that you do. Let's say that you're usually doing like 45 minutes meetings. Maybe they need to be shrunk down to 15 minutes, because usually it's just like chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting, and it doesn't help. So, right, you need to reorganize the way that you organize your meetings. You need to reorganize and prioritize the features, the thing that you are building, and like the work that you are doing to make sure that it goes and push the company further in the direction in which you want to go. So the reorganization of your organization is pretty cool. and it also pushes the team on its own, right, to do its best, specifically in the trial period. Usually most companies are saying we will do like a month, or we will do like 90 days, so 3 months of trial of 4 days, just to see if it works. And most of the time what happens is the goal is still to get the same amount of productivity, but condensed. When you think about it, if you have like how is it called? Not a time tracker, but a time tracker. I used to have one that I got rid of, but because it was a bit expensive. Anyways, that's a different subject. With a time tracker that tracks the apps that you're using on the daily and how much time you spend on them. As a designer, I spent most of my time on Figma. However, what was coming out of this time tracker was most of the days I was spending 2 to 4 hours of Figma time in the 8-hour workday. So half of it was not exactly productive. And so when you go to a different organization of how you have your work done, you can say maybe I have like 4 hours in the morning and then 4 hours of meeting in the afternoon. Or maybe you can say, well, I get the Monday with 4 to 8 hours of Figma work, and then go to something else in the middle, right? Getting a 15 minutes meeting or 2-minute meetings, or just a text somewhere, or transforming like a meeting into an email, as most people have said. So these reorganizations are really interesting, and it's also benefits for the employee if the company define that everyone has the same off day. That's interesting. If, however, you let the fifth day of the week, of the work week, being defined by the user, the team member. Sorry, I'm too much in a product designer for that. Then maybe you have one that takes their Monday off. Maybe they have one that takes their Wednesday off. Maybe it's something else. Maybe someone do 5 days on week 1 and then just 3 on week 2, and it's overall over the span of the months is still a 4-day work week. So that could be interesting, right? But I don't know, that's the thing that I'm thinking about pushing in my company. One of my old employees, teammate, another employee in the company that I'm working at, used to push for it and then left the company at some point. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. And the studies that happened lately or last year have been very much productive, and a lot of people are saying that it's good. So to check. But yeah, it also gives you the ability as the employee to say, well, now all the things that I'm supposed to do, or that I had time to do only on Saturday and Sunday, I can do on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I have 3 days of break. Maybe it's not the Friday that is off, maybe it's the Wednesday that is off, midweek. I don't know why people would do that, but it could be a thing, right? So that way you have Monday, Tuesday, no work, Thursday, Friday, and then your weekend, then you go back on Monday. So that's interesting. There was another discussion on Twitter at the beginning of the week saying that it's Tuesday right now. I mean, it's still the beginning of the week, so probably this weekend I saw that someone saying that they were working when they wanted to work, which is very interesting, and I love that. And the thing is, they said, well, basically Saturday and Sunday as off days is just a social construct that we have created. The day of the week don't exist, like the week don't exist. It's just like we rotate around our axis, and then the sun comes in and comes out. That's it. That's the only thing that is measuring time. And then they were just saying, I just want to work when I want to work. And so sometimes it's a burst of 6 hours of non-stop work. Sometimes it's a burst of 24 hours of non-stop work. But then I need to rest. And it seems to be very productive and very good, because they were a team of one, so that's easier. When you are in a company and you need to have like exchanges with how can I say, other team members, then that's more complicated. But yeah, asynchronous is different, Sassy. Asynchronous is more of what will happen to me in 3 weeks, as in I will be working from Japan for a company that is in France, and so there is like 6 hours, give or take, of time difference, giving me the ability to have the French connection on the French time zone from basically 8:30 in the morning, probably 9 in the morning here, to depending on how time works, to potentially something like 11, right? So from 9 to 11, let's say, I have 2 hours in which I can have meetings and stuff to get in connect with the team. That's not enough. I think what I will put in place is Waddup Design, which is another streamer that doesn't really stream often because he's lazy as fuck. No, that's not true. He just has a lot of shit to do. Is doing, which is at the end of the, I don't know if it's at the end of the day or if it's at the end of the week, but I think it's at the end of the day. Every day he does a Loom recording of what he achieved on the project that he's staffed on. And so if it's staffed on multiple projects, he will do one loom per project, and then these looms will be sent to the respective team manager on the other side of the country. I think is like he's in Canada, but he is located at the other side, so a bit annoying, and time zone difference, all that. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. So I'm thinking about potentially doing that, meaning that I will have like a loom that just showcase thing, and because we have a weekly meeting with the entirety of the team on Tuesday mornings, I could attend these meetings and then say good night at the end, where everyone else is saying like have a good day, all that. But I don't know, we'll see. But it will be asynchronous for me a bit more than for another coworker that is living in Turkey right now, and so it's like 2 hours ahead, 1 hour ahead, I forgot now, but still, right, it's a bit asynchronous when it's like 16 or 4 p.m. for us. It's like 6 for him. So yeah, a friend, or not a friend, like a coworker, it's a friend of mine, no, a coworker is living in Turkey, yes. A dev coworker. I don't exactly know how that shit happened, but guy decided to go in Turkey for vacation, and then went clubbing, found a girl, stayed there, has been with her since like 3 years now, I think. That's neat. Interesting. Is living near Fetier, I think. I don't know if that sounds good, but yeah, you can't find anything. It's not like Yeah, it's in Figma. Yeah, that's the name. I think maybe you moved. I think you moved. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know company names and all that, but right. Lives there, so it still has synchronous. Let me just read chat because I've seen things. Interesting story, weird things. And if you have like a French person around you, or that you know around Fitchier, then it's probably him. Tall ass dude. But yeah, French, sadly. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's going back to the thing that I was saying, right? The regular 4 days work week is interesting, and I think you could also do a 5 days but less hours per day. Don't apologize, fine. So let's say that you end your workday at 4 rather than 6 for us. Overall, across the board, you get basically 8 hours. So that means that you end your days at 4, and then on Friday you end at 3. Right? Could be nice. So that gives you, or not even. But it could work, right? You have less work, less hours per day, meaning that because you leave your workplace at 4, you then have the 2 more hours of French timing, right? The 4 to 5 and 5 to 6, usually 6:30, but like the 4 to 6, to do things that you are supposed to do from 6 to 8, usually. So if you do that in that time, there is less people, it's less crowded, you have more time, it's more peaceful. So we like that. It's not just for office worker. I mean, you can, if you are a freelancer, you can define what you want to, when you want to work. But yeah, it's more likely will be used for office workers. Yes. But it's not really an hour based. It depends on you. I kind of want to push it to my company and see how we can have things working for us. In a 4-day thing. Ismail, hi. You have a sub now. You can get rid of the ads. I mean, you got no ads. You can thank Sony for that. You just do that. Not enough. Better. Okay, fine. Have a good dinner. Yeah. So again, that's the same thing, right? It's if you don't have, I mean, if your workday, Danny, if your workday ends when everyone else workdays ends, then your ability to do things is limited to Saturday and Sunday. And It's a wall of stony fame. We appreciate it. It's what's going on. We're tired. I'm tired, but we're talking about working 4 days per week rather than 5, or limiting the amount of works, the amount of hours worked on a week, which is interesting. Could be interesting. Could be really interesting. So yeah, if I end my, like, technically as me myself, as a product designer during the day and then a streamer during the evening night, my ability to do things is limited to during the day. So most of my stuff, the thing that I need to do is going to the store, buying stuff, all that. I try to get it done in between 12 and 2. So noon and 2 is my lunch break, and if I can, I stop at 12 exactly, and then at 2 I come back to work, and then I have 2 hours to go do grocery shopping and go buy some food, cook some food, do other things, go for a walk, exercise, all that, right? So 2 hours is not a lot. And then after that, I have my work day officially that ends at 6:30, and my stream that starts at 6:30. So, right, sometimes I end a meeting at 27 and I press live, go live at 30. I mean at 29:45 for me usually. So my work day officially is still not finished, meaning that now if I wanted to go buy some food, I can't, because everything is closed, or will close when I end the stream anyways. So I need to have everything set up in a very different way. But my work days, if I had the ability to get less hours worked per day, as in ending my work day at 4, if I end my work day at 4, then I have the ability.
KMN is now following.
Ishnik? Interesting name. I don't know if it's pronounced properly, but the Ishnik, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for following. I appreciate it. Right, so if I finished, or if I ended my workday at 16 or 4, I could start the stream 2 hours prior, basically, like that's at 4:30 to get like 30 minutes to temporize work ending, stream starting, meaning that then 2 hours earlier, it will allow me to then end stream 2 hours before, or have longer streams overall, and have the ability to do stuff after stream, or end up at 4 and still start stream at 6:30, giving me 2.5 hours to do things in the middle, and then start the stream. So potentially, if I did that, I could eat before stream, and then I can stay longer, in a way. But yeah. So we do some Figma content here most of the time, and right now we're just chatting. But if you want me to take a look at something that you have created and you want some review or help or whatever, feel free to send a link in chat if you are okay with me sharing it with everyone. And that can be a thing. Less hour could be good if they are planned properly, right? If you only have 6 hours days, then you may be more productive, because you know that you need to shrink everything that you're doing into 6 hours. But right, sometimes if you have a more creative type of job as project designer, UX researcher type of things, sometimes the ideas that you get are coming from the time in between thinking, as in you stop thinking about something and then you come back to it the next day, or you come back to it a week later and you get an idea that is the right one for the thing, because you accumulated so much knowledge during the time, and then you condense it, and then you're like, okay, that's one of the solution. Then you need another one, and then you find another one, and you go with that. And so if you have smaller days, hours, then maybe it could be annoying to not have the time in between ID1 and ID2, in between 10 and 10:30, for example. We don't know. So that's the thing. And yeah, Ishnik, it's what we do. We just help. I just help. If you need help, I'm here. That's the base. That's the basis of that stream. And yeah, I don't know, it feels like a good option to limit the amount of hours worked, but it implies basically harder work in the hours left, right? More condensed, less slacking, less texting friends, less scrolling on TikTok, less watching a movie at the same time. Right, these things, less of these. But yeah, what do you mean integrating video player soon? What do we have right now? We have nothing, right? I was about to say, I guess dev is not started, but no, dev is started. Right, we have nothing. I so much hate that bitch ass sidebar that just retract when it focus on the content. It just makes no sense to me. Interesting that this is cute. This is cute. I have a YouTube channel, but it's just the VODs of the stream. I wish I could create content, but I'm lazy. I sometimes do highlight of streams. I think in that link you may see the YouTube channel. I absolutely forgot. You know what? Let me check, because every time, I don't know. Yes, it's there. You can see my face. Right, this face. Sorry. Yeah. So it's just the VODs of the stream, and that's it. And then sometimes I have the highlight tag, and in the, as you can see, I don't have like a lot of content in highlight. Like I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 6. I have 6 videos that have been tagged highlight, that have been like edited and cut. But depends on you. Depends on what you want to have. We have discussion about things. You have also types of tutorials-ish. But the best option, if you want to have help on something, just ask it in chat. If it's not too late for you, of course, or too early. And yeah. Stony, you do take over the channel, but also you give me a lot of content, so I like that. I like it. What I was about to say is, this is cool. The loading state, I didn't see it before because your app is too fast. But this is very cool. Skeleton loading type thingy. And please get rid of that automatic retraction off. That just makes no sense. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So much. So much. So, yeah, as again, it's a self-hosted encoder and library. Right? I mean, I have the loading state and then it pops in, but... And then the sidebar just retracts itself. Fuck off. And Cat, I agree with that statement. I tried. We had a good discussion. I said that last time. We had a good discussion about a week and a half ago on stream, and I said this is good. I will keep that for an highlight video on the YouTube channel alongside the thing. It was a 3-hour stream, and then I tried to edit the thing, and then sporadically across the stream we talked about the subject multiple times, and so I imported the video in its entirety and then started to edit the thing. And editing a 3 hours video down to like a 10-minute segment is absolutely not feasible. I mean, it is feasible, but then you lose a lot of content. So I said, well, fuck it, let's just have the 3-hour video on YouTube. It will be easier. That's what happened. So I don't know. Why, Sony? Why? And I'm fine with the landing page getting a quote of your app is too fast. Yeah, makes sense. As soon as you put next to it, I hate your sidebar, but yeah, that's the option. That's the deal. You have the app is too fast, but I hate the sidebar. Then yeah, we good. I'm okay with it. Like, it makes no sense. Why did it bump in right there? Because it auto-focused on the thing. Fifth of August, you think? August 5th. Yes. Yes, we agree. Pretty nice. And 15, which I guess is just above, right? That's this one. Yeah, that's most of these things. I look stoned on this one, absolutely. And I mean, I look stoned on most of these zoomed in things. I like these though, because white hair, so that makes sense. I was not stoned. I looked stoned. It's different. I wasn't. I was tired. But yeah, I get it. I cannot be stoned with the amount of time in between the CBD thing and the stream. It cannot physically stay. You agreed with me. It's not an option. It wasn't an option. To be frank, I'm very happy with the fact that we have everything of 2022 so far saved on YouTube. Very happy with that. Still have a lot of December that didn't go through, but I mean of 2021, but I have tiny eyes and I look stoned when I'm tired. Let me, right? Don't I look stoned right here? Stony on that one? Or right now, for the matter? Right? I look stoned. I agree. I'm not. And Sassy, yeah, sorry, it's just that joke. I saw it later. Oh, you scroll back to my older. Yeah, no, that's the. Yeah, you're right. I'm more ridiculous on this one though. Anyways, I wasn't stoned on this one. 23rd. I think the one that we said I was stoned was this one. 16 or something around here. I guess. Because it was last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago. It was Thursday 2 weeks ago. So it's basically, yeah, it's these two. One of these two. I forgot which one. So yeah, wasn't stoned. Anyways. Black and white thing. Good. I don't think it should retract itself. Yes, good. That if it's only on 970, then we good. It is a good movie. It's a bit much sad. How does one know when to stop designing something? I have been working on some button on my website for 1 week. Don't know when I should stop. Hayden, that is a good question. You should stop when you feel like the button does the job and look like the thing that you want to have. I'm guessing that you've been working on it for 1 week, tweaking like the radius, the placement, the size, the fonts, the color, the outline, the shadows, the effects, all that. Right? I would say, if you want to create buttons, start with something that works. No. But start with something that works, that contain all of the states, right? So you get the you get everything. So I think it was what I want. I think I'm going to add more shadow to it. No. So from what I'm seeing, and as you can see, it has a lot of movement, which, right, on the contact me it's okay, but on the project it moves the contact me. That's an issue for accessibility's sake. If you can, and I know you can, rather than use the border for the outline, you just place you on the good side, place. Hover, yes. So rather than using the border for the hover state, use a box shadow or drop shadow. I always forgot. I think it's box shadow. a box shadow with, right now you have a color of white, so white, and then it's basically 0, 0, 0, and then your thing, you use the border solid of 5 pixels, so it's 5 pixel. And then if you do that with using the box shadow rather than can I say that, rather than the border, it makes your hover effect, or it should make your border effect better, I think. I don't know how to get it to not have the border. Oh, it's there. Sorry, my bad. Visible. So if you do that, right, you get the same effect, first one, without pushing the content, and you have the same effect. And then to get the secondary shadow, and that's the thing that is a bit annoying, you need to basically have your box shadow here binded to the secondary shadow. And so to do that, because I don't know how to do that directly, just have your main shadow here, and then you have another box shadow. So this one would be, I mean, technically for you, this one is the white one, so that's 0, 0, 0, 5, and that's F, and that's 100%. And then the box shadow here is, can use that. And so my box shadow here has 2 elements. So if I do this, I replace that, I now should have a better secondary shadow. And so right now let's do 8 and a blur of 24 and a color of, oh, the color is at the end, interesting. Got 40. And that way, right, you get a more non-pushing effect compared to this. So I would recommend that rather than this. But then you can do whatever, right? This is, the movement is distracting for for some people, and specifically for accessibility, might be a bit annoying. But I know that's not common practice. And then you just have to add like a transition in between the states, and you should be good. And you should be good. Yeah, that's true. That's basically what I was about to say. I think the transition needs to. I don't exactly know. I forgot specifically how to do transitions on things. That's the reality. Yeah, like this, basically. Basically, that's it. Just add transition 300 millisecond, and you have something that is better to the eyes, right? Compared to this. This is straightforward. You're hovering things, and you just add a transition 300, and you have that nice transition. It still have a weird ass thing on the text itself that just brighten up later, but I think that's good. Yeah. I don't know how I remember all of these code things. It's just, I know it's just CSS and it's the base stuff, but I think it clicked lately. Thank you, by the way, Stony, for helping when I was struggling with code. But yeah, there are some things that seems to me now, in terms of how to design stuff, it makes sense, which is a first. Wasn't the case before, right? Which one looks better? I feel like the left one is a bit better. Projects OBS looks better. Yeah, I've not click on that. I've seen that you've been live today, by the way, right? You popped in the feed earlier, placed things out. I've seen that. Today was meetings on top of meetings. I popped in cat stream earlier and didn't have the time to go back. So sad. Stony, I agree. But yeah, overall, the button is interestingly not the shape that I would expect on here, because your design here is a very square-ish thing. You have a very geometric square-ish font, and you have a very rounded button. So I don't know. Did I really? You sure about that? Sorry. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. 0.5 is okay. 0.5 is okay, and I'm guessing on hover. Oh no, you don't have the radius on hover. Okay, good. It's still weird. That is true. I did give you like a direction for the page. I agree. That is true. Can't deny that. Oh. I don't get it. Oh, it's the font weight that changes. Have a good sleep, again. I need to go to sleep as well. Soon-ish. Like in the next 10 minutes, probably. But thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah. We all should sleep. Yes, that's true. You know what? Aiden, whichever size or shape you want, but at least the effect will help 100%. And then, yeah, overall cool. Still thinking about the radius right here. That would be better. Then you have your section. I don't understand that, but fine. You have your section here with your divs that have a bottom padding, which I don't get. Why do you get a bottom padding? Oh, because you didn't have margin on this one. Interesting. A mistake. It's fun. Anyways, forget about it. Forget about it. That's fine. So anyway, we've been yawning all day as well. I've seen that you have some updates happening. The fuck are you? Why are you just pushing all these on the landing page? It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We have the yawn. I do like hentai. That's true. That's true. I can't deny that. I can't deny that. I prefer the manga version rather than the anime version. But yeah, I mean we can. Not exactly. True. That's right. That is right. You know what? What do you mean busted? No, as I said earlier, I don't hide it. It's not. Mariano, we are about to raid someone. Welcome on in. I got a new tattoo concept, yes, but I haven't found the artist that I want to make it with and the time to do it, and also tattoos in Japan,
Coding with
not
Luke
so
raided
good.
my stream with 3 viewers.
Luke, well, come on in. We are about to raid someone, so I might transfer you raid to someone else. But well, come on in. How was your stream? Thanks a lot for the raid. I appreciate it. For anyone who doesn't know me, hi, I'm AOA. I'm the helping designer. We are doing help. So if you have any design question, feel free to ask. I will do my best to help and answer it. But yeah, how was the stream, Luke? Thanks a lot for the raid again. I said that multiple times, and then you get an ad. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah, jinx it every time. It works, right? It works. Every time we're about to raid someone, it goes through. I don't know. What did you do on stream, Luke? Before we go, tell me. I want to know. So I guess because I've never been in Luke's stream before, Luke is doing coding, as the name implies. So go check them out, and you check them out as well. I had a good one. Yes. I know, Stony. That's why I need to stop at 4:20, but still. Still different. I need to sleep. That's true. You can see my face. I'm like tired as fuck. So either we go to Pot, or we go to Lemon, or we go to Perfect, or we go to Humming. And Humming, I mean, Pot just started a promo, and it's at the it's just started, and Humming is Humming is on a break. Let's Humming directly. It's been a while. So thanks, Humming. And she's on a break. So perfect timing. All good. Perfect timing. Appreciate it. So join me for the raid. That will be highly appreciated. As always, if you enjoy your stay, or if you just arrived for the raid, or with the raid of Luke, thanks a lot. But if you enjoyed the vibe so far, click the follow button, right? You want this to move. If you really enjoy your stay, join the Discord. It's fun, it's nice. We share articles and resources in there sometimes when I'm not too lazy. And I guess when the move-ish will happen in 3 weeks, there will be more content in the Discord from me rather than here. So, right? Things happen. Cat, I'm sorry. We talked about Humming earlier, so that's why we moved to Humming. As always, if you are a sub, this is the red message for sub. If you are not a sub, this is the red message for non-sub. Enjoy the eyes. Humming is a co-working streamer currently on a break, so I hope everything's fine. And yeah, if you want to support me differently rather than giving money to Twitch, Gumroad, NFTs, all that expensive shit. And yeah, bye.